This might truly be the most interesting Republican primary that I have ever been involved in covering, by far, even more than 2016. We now have video of Ron DeSantis on the Fox News program hosted by Jesse Waters. And Jesse Waters brings up to DeSantis Trump's increasingly frequent and unhinged attacks against him. And for now, DeSantis's approach has been to take the high road. I don't know that that will work, but that has been DeSantis's approach so far. Let's take a look at how DeSantis responded yesterday when confronted with the recent comments of Donald Trump.
All right, well, former President Donald Trump, definitely thinking about you. You haven't said a lot. I know you've heard what he said. You can see this collision is coming, can't you?
Yeah.
Well, look, Jesse, I mean, he used to say how great of a governor I was, and then I win a big victory, and all of a sudden, he had different opinions. And so you could take that for what it's worth. But, at the end of the day, I think one of the reasons I've been successful as governor is I don't really pay attention to a lot of the background noise. I mean, he's obviously a big fish, but I get attacked all the time from every different angle. And you either put points on the board or you don't. And so I just focus on delivering the wins. And I think we've done a pretty good job of following through on our promises.
So this is super interesting. There's two interesting things here. One is this is the first willingness we're really seeing from DeSantis to actually go at Trump. Now, you might say, David, that's very light. All he's saying is Trump used to praise DeSantis and now he doesn't. Yeah, right. But that's one of the big things that Trump does. And Trump doesn't like being called out for it, which is he doesn't praise or criticize people based on whether he genuinely thinks they're doing a good job or not. He praises or criticizes people based on how they treat Trump and whether what they're doing is useful to Trump. So first thing there that DeSantis is doing is calling out Trump's hypocrisy and how Trump's opinion of people just wavers based on what's good for Trump. Secondly, the other interesting thing here that we are seeing is that DeSantis is starting to lay the groundwork for approaching this campaign from the perspective of Trump's just like another guy. And he even says in there, I get attacked all the time. And while he concedes Trump's a big fish, he is basically suggesting Trump is no different in any serious way than everybody else who attacks him. And Trump doesn't see himself as being like everybody else. Trump wants to be exalted and held above everybody else. So DeSantis saying, I get attacked all the time by all sorts of people. He's just grouping Trump in with everybody else, which Trump is not going to like. Now, DeSantis talks about his wins, and I mentioned this in the last segment a little bit. Florida, 12th highest in COVID death rate per capita. It's completely mediocre in terms of crime. It's right in the middle. Completely mediocre on healthcare. Completely mediocre on infrastructure, not one of the worst, nowhere near the best. It's sort of like Florida, we're way better than Mississippi and Arkansas on all of these metrics, but we're nowhere near New York or Massachusetts or Connecticut on any of this stuff. And I like Florida as a place to go, but it's not like they have a great record for DeSantis to actually write home about. His accomplishments are things that are virtue signals. As I mentioned before, the banning CRT, we're going to have wrestling matches really early in COVID because we want to, and taking control of Disney because it went woke, the anti-woke act, the Don't Say Gay bill. That's the sort of thing that DeSantis is known for. One other funny moment from this interview. It really seemed like Jesse Waters for a moment thought DeSantis was going to announce his run on his program. Didn't happen.
I mean, you're obviously running for president. You got the book. You're going around the country doing these events. I mean, what's going on here, Governor?
Tell you what, I've got, I'm proud of what we've done in Florida. A lot of people ask me how you do it.
Yeah.
But I've got over the next few months, I've got a big legislative session. We just won a big re-election victory. I made a lot of promises. We're going to deliver on those promises. So finish reading the book. I'm happy to come back and discuss that with you. But I'd like to come back over the next 3 months and discuss a lot of these legislative wins that we're having. For example, we're going to make sure our universities are free.
So now he's just going to talk about something else. He doesn't actually want to address the presidency thing.
From this DEI ideology, and that's going to be a great bill to be able to sign here coming up very soon.
All right, well, former President Donald Trump definitely thinking about you.
Okay, so then we get into the thing we looked at before. Okay, so DeSantis not ready to announce yet. He's starting to criticize Trump, but there's something even more interesting that the DeSantis campaign, the DeSantis administration did. Let's talk about that next. One of our sponsors is Paired, the app for couples. Every day, Paired gives you and your partner questions, quizzes, games to have fun, to stay connected, to deepen your conversations and get to know each other better. What's great about it is you don't even have to be in the same room, especially with the baby right now. My girlfriend and I are quite busy, and Paired really helped us to stay connected. You get a daily question to answer. You can't see your partner's answer until you answer yourself, and their questions about everything: relationship, life, intimacy, other things. And all of the exercises were developed by academic psychologists and expert relationship therapists as well. Questions like, what makes you feel lucky in your relationship? Great when you want to remember and have gratitude, a really great thing. What's an activity you could try together this month? Actually gets people thinking about things to do. It can go in really funny directions as well, but it just always feels like time well spent. Head over to paired.com/Pacman for a 7-day free trial and 25% off a subscription. The link is down below.